So I hope you have clicked this video because you are suffering from backlog, right? You are having backlogs. Everybody denies it that it's a good or it's a process because everybody tells you that it's a bad thing, and of course it is. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how to clear it. Like everybody gives motivation and will tell you a line, and you will just start thinking about clearing it backlogs. But is it really practical? Just think yourself. Can it really change your scenario? Well, I let me introduce myself. I'm also an engineering student which had multiple backlogs from first semester to fifth semester, and it's a quite common in engineering that there are some subjects which you will face this kind of backlogs problem because you are either not interested in a subject or this subject isn't really related to your course, and since you are not interested you suffer from this backlog. Everybody tells about backlog, how to have it, how to clear it. Nobody tells. Everybody tells to get rid of it, but nobody practically scientifically proves or brings an effective way on how to clear, right? You are pursuing engineering, no better in other course also. If you are suffering, then also its video is for you. But especially when you're pursuing an engineering, it's a quite very big problem. So how did I tackle? First thing that I would say is self confidence. You have to bring self confidence. See, जब एक मजदूर अपने काम में जाता है तो वो अपनी परिवार, अपनी बीवी और अपने बच्चों को ये नहीं कहता है कि मेरे पास आज का सेल्फ बिलीफ या सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है क्योंकि आज बारिश है, मुझे मुझे नहीं पता कि मैं क्या कमाऊंगा, है कि नहीं? लाइक nobody actually denies that. No worker, no matter it is either business, even a businessman, he have no self-confidence, then he can't continue to grow, to rise. That's why I say that self-confidence is the key. Self-confidence, you have to have it. अगर self-confidence नहीं है, if you have no self-confidence, then you can't भूल जाओ, तुम भूल जाओ. You just forget about clearing your backlogs. Self-confidence is the first step that you have to bring. How to bring it? There are certain steps that I did myself. Just remember when you were acing your exam when you were school, topping in the English paper, topping in the mathematics paper when you were school, and now you're pursuing engineering, stuck with an irrelevant subject and getting backlogs, which is really letting your life go down. The second thing is organize, study less. Everybody say organize work brings success, but I say you have to organize but study less. Why study less? Everybody says study for long hours might bring success, but I say that is wrong and I failed. I studied for long hours, but it didn't bring any effective result. But the thing is, you have to be consistent and study in an organized way. See, most toppers, what is the difference between the toppers? Even although I'm not a topper, but still I have friends who are toppers. I hang around with people who are intellectual, and even I was a topper since my school, almost in the school life. Not even topper, but I was almost in the brink of being a topper because I was having so many topper friends. But what one thing I realized is that they are really organized with their time. You trust me or not, it is going to be effective if you are organized in engineering. The thing common in the toppers is that they are organized. They study less. It's not that they study for long hours. They have time for games and other patients, but they study in an organized way, which is the thing that I lacked, the guidance that I lacked, and because of that I think I suffered. I came into this situation. So you have to study less but study in an organized way. Bring some effective plans, search the internet, or just make yourself write it down how to organize your time. Suppose you have 10 days left for the exam. You study for 2 to 3 hours, even for 1 hour, but being consistent. It might not bring result on the first day, on the second day, on the third day, but at last you'll so see the results, how it affects. Be consistent, set goals that are practical. Goals is very important. You have so many goals in life. I had so many goals in life, but right now your goal should be given priority. The main goal should be to clear your backlogs, no matter how many goals you have in life. I had goals, different goals, and I still have goals, but right now I I have the goal to clear my backlogs and I did. So also bring goals that are practical. If I have 70 marks total paper, if I have to bring 28 to pass, why should I bring a goal to exactly score 70 out of 70? I do not have to. तुमने बैक पेपर लगाया इस सब्जेक्ट में, you got a backlog in this subject because you either lack something, either lack a knowledge, और तुम्हें कुछ शायद इसमें वीकनेस है या कुछ पता नहीं, इसलिए तुमने इस सब्जेक्ट में बैकलॉग लगाया है कि नहीं. तो अगर इसके बदले तुम पूरी फुल मार्क्स ईगो में आ जाओ कि फुल मार्क्स चाहिए मुझे, then that's impractical, right? I did myself and that was meaningless. So set goals that are practical. अगर 70 का पेपर है तो 40 लाओ, 50 लाओ, and set the target, and that is your goal. You have to clear it. 40 and 50 I have to clear this time. पास मार्क से थोड़ा ज़्यादा, पास मार्क 28 से 40 to 50. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि you do not, I'm not saying that you do not have to score 70. You do not have to score 70. You can, but remember that's impractical. And teacher won't give you that, won't give you full marks, of course. Even if it gives, that's a very rare case. So set the practical goals. Then lastly, compare with yourself. See, old you was lagging something and having some qualities which are not good for you, beneficial for you, which I did myself. You have to compare your older version with a newer version. You have to adapt to a newer version. In the older version, you see you are giving less effort, right? You are inconsistent, you are unorganized, you are too optimistic. Am I true? I'm holding for a second. Just think. Are they matching with your qualities that you had when you had the backlog or before backlog? Is it true? If it is true, then you have to adapt to this new you, where different qualities are there. And this quality says that it brings changes which actually leads towards success. You have to bring more effort, you have to be consistent this time, you have to be organized, you have to be practical, not optimistic. Optimistic kills your practical. Optimistic, by being optimistic, it kills your time. And you have to give rewards. See, earlier you had no rewards because you were not working hard. This time you are going to be consistent, organized, and working hard. That's why rewards should be after you clear that exam. In life, so many rewards we have, but अगर तुम रिवार्ड रखो ना बैक पेपर क्लियर करने के बाद, तो ऐसा लगता है कि मतलब किस कुछ अचीव किया है लाइफ में, और बहुत अचीव हार्मोनल फीलिंग आती है, हार्मोनल रिलीज होता है अपने अंदर से. The hormone releases from your inside, which really makes you feel very worthy. And trust me, you apply this. After you clear your backlog, you bring some rewards and bring more effort, be consistent. Lastly, think about the rewarded future. See, so many future you have. You might marry, you might have buy a new car, you might become have a job, you might become a billionaire. So many things are waiting. So think about the future. When you feel sometimes quitting it, just think about the future. Life is beautiful. You are hardly 20 to 25 and you have still 50 years left or 40 years left to live or to survive. No matter if you have disease, you might die earlier. But think about the future. Think about your post-marriage life. Think about you going on a trip, international trip with your friends. So this paper, you have to clear it, and this isn't the stop of your life, this isn't the end of your life. Most people get in traumatic condition, and that's the problem. I think in India, most of the people, I don't know why they don't get support, give support and give support to these backloggers. Why they always prefer the toppers? That's very wrong. हमारे देश में I think it's very wrong thing that happens is that we do not actually sympathize the backloggers to actually learn or improve or actually give them more preference. Because yeah, of course it's bad, you are failing in a subject, that means you are poor in studies, but that doesn't mean that backloggers haven't got any knowledge or learned anything. That backlogger doesn't cannot bring a company, build a company, cannot contribute to the society. No matter, forget it. They might be doing it for your own good, might be making you work hard, but that's not the way, right? Demoralize करके किसी को backlog से थोड़ी ना हम उसको अच्छे कर सकते हैं. We have to bring some practical and organized. क्यों backlog आ रहा है कि नहीं? Even I myself had 8 backlogs. Can you imagine? मैं वीडियो बना रहा हूँ, क्या फ़ायदा है इसका? तो खुद का 8 बैकलॉग है. I can myself hide it, right? But I cannot. And I really feel proud of it because I actually should not feel proud of having 8 backlogs. But क्या करें? Every semester I have some kind of subjects which I find it really difficult not to ace it, forget about acing it, just to pass it. So by doing this organized, self-consistent, being patient and is organized, effective को लाके, I cleared at first I cleared 2 out of it. It became 6. Again another 2, it became 4. Again another 2, it became 2. And now on the brink to clear those 2. Can you imagine from 8 to 0? I came how? Optimistic, by being optimistic, by being watching motivational video like Sandeep Maheswari? Of course not. Those might be 1%. But the real game comes with organize, which most people you won't find uploads any video on YouTube how to clear backlogs. They might be too busy in their life, or they might do not want to share this information. But let me tell you, if you're still struggling with it, facing this traumatic condition, because I know, brother, I was suffering from this video is specially for them. And if some other people are watching this video, then also it might be funny for them, but trust me, there's no intention to make it any funny. There's only one intention from my side from this video, is that there are actually people who really feels to quit their life. Can you imagine? Just because they are getting these backlogs, and getting these backlogs because they do not know how to get rid of it. अगर तुम उसको सपोर्ट नहीं दोगे, अगर तुम उसको एक प्रैक्टिकल वे नहीं लाओगे, सिंपथाइज नहीं करोगे कि तुम इससे भी निकल सकते हो, तो कैसे चेंज आएगा? Tell me, how can you bring change from the mindset? So this is the only purpose of my video. And at last I would say, life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Okay? Life is beautiful. A single sheet of paper cannot decide your worth, net worth. Everybody says a single sheet of paper cannot decide your future, but I say a single sheet of paper cannot decide your net worth. Why? क्योंकि क्या पता तुम कल एक इलॉन मस्क की तरह एक बड़ी स्पेसएक्स की तरह बड़ी कंपनी खोलो, क्या पता तुम एक बिलियनर हो जाओ, क्या पता तुम एक स्टार्टअप कर दो. Nobody knows who you might become in future. You might become a billionaire, you might start a new company. So this is just a sheet of paper, let it be a sheet of paper. This sheet of paper cannot decide your future. This sheet of paper cannot actually make others doubt that you cannot do something, you cannot dream big. Okay, I'm in front of you. I had backlogs, I cleared it, and even apart from being regular in my studies, I'm also doing something which actually making my life more better in the coming future. I was consistent, I worked hard, and I cleared that, and I am on the brink to do a startup, right? So I got backlogs. Did I stop? No, of course not. I don't give a damn about this sheet of paper. I just treated it as a sheet of paper. So many dreams are there, so many things I have to do in the future. So even if you are feeling low still, then remember, your net worth might become billion tomorrow, but today this sheet of paper is making you doubt yourself. This sheet of paper is making others make fun of you. Trust me, a single sheet of paper cannot decide your net worth. I hope this video actually helped you get out of this traumatic condition. Remember, be consistent, bring patience, do not be optimistic, organize, study less but be consistent, study less but study in an organized way. And at last, believe yourself, dream big. May God bless you, may God bless you, may God bless you.